I'm so ready to meditate today. I don't know about you. It is another beautiful day outside. I was just outside doing some maintenance work, some things. I have a little bit of paint on my hands because I was out repainting. We have a kinetic sculpture in our backyard it's looking a little aged, so giving it a little spruce up with some paint, and we'll get him back out and whirling in the wind again. It seems we have a lot of wind lately, so I've missed it back there. So anyway, I was doing that. I'm hoping that you are having a good day, not too restless or frustrated, but if you are, you're in the right place. So we'll wait just a few minutes and get everybody on board and get everybody seated and arrived and settled. So if you're already watching me, just start to take your foot off the gas and just sit for a few minutes. We'll sit together. It's good. I'm usually trying to look and see how many people are on by watching via my mobile phone, and it's almost dead, so it's on the charger. So I'm not doing that. So I don't know how many of you are there watching yet, but I hope there's somebody. I'm not just talking to air. But if I am, probably not the first time. I think that's a lot of the reason I have a dog, is so that I can actually talk to another being sometimes. So that's my funny. So we're here, we're sitting. I'm going to take a few minutes just to reset, reconnect, find our inner calm abiding, something not to grasp onto, but something to retreat to when we're feeling less than connected or less than patient or a little restless, because that's kind of normal. It's normal to be like that and feel like that, especially in crazy times. So we'll just learn a new neural pathway. I don't know why I always struggle with that. Anyway, all good though. So we're right at 2:30, so I want to start getting into our zone. And if you haven't meditated before, or if you need kind of a refresher, we will sit in natural awareness meditation. So it's not about taking a bliss break or escaping this restlessness that we feel, but instead seeing it for what it is. Seeing restlessness as a normal human reaction. We're human beings reacting to human conditions. So we're in the experience of this, whatever it is, in its entirety. So sometimes we just have to take a step back from the agitation and inquire curiously to understand what is really going on. And when we can see it from a patient and compassionate and wise view, we can let it settle. It takes the edge off knowing and understanding what it is. Sometimes we're agitated with other people and other people's actions, which is also a normal response. But if we can take the passionate and compassionate look toward that person and understand that they are having human reactions as well to things like fear and anger, discomfort. That not everyone acts so skillfully, and that comes, in my opinion, from not being aware of what the root cause. This is all about cause and effect. Karma is cause and effect, not a big checklist of all the bad things that I've done and it's going to come back on me 10 times. That's not real. But putting active, accurate, intentional action into place will then manifest in a different way than unconscious, fearful reactivity. So we look to this kind of exercise, this meditative exercise, to sit in silence for just a few minutes so that we can observe as things like that arise, the emotions. Sometimes we just don't want to sit, and we're agitated and restless, and we can watch the agitation and restlessness arise in us, and instead of just being reactive and then jump off the cushion and run to distract ourselves with a bag of chips or whatever we do, we can simply just watch it arise, label it what it is. Oh, that's restlessness. Oh, that's agitation. And let it arise and settle without us interacting with it and responding to it. So we get the opportunity in this experience, in this exercise, in this practice, to put a little gap in between stimulus and response. And inside that gap, we can insert our awareness, simple attentiveness, watching curiously. Sometimes we're going to react, and we're simply going to have that emotional reaction, and we can see that arise too. And simply being attentive and aware of that allows us to act more skillfully in response, rather than just snowballing, and then we end up in a terrible situation. We're arguing with someone or screaming at someone because we're agitated and we responded in an unskillful way. So we will endeavor to just sit for a little bit and watch. The more we watch, and the more that we can catch ourselves in that moment of distraction, catch ourselves in that moment of response, unconscious response, put a little consciousness behind it, and then we bring ourselves back continually to this present moment. This is where everything lives with us, is in the present moment. The past is in the past, the future hasn't gotten here yet. The only place that we can actually put our effort is right here and right now. So if we train ourselves to be right here, right now, by catching ourselves in a moment of distraction and training our minds, training ourselves to gently just come back into this present moment. Just reminding ourselves, oh, I'm thinking about the past, and now I'm here in the present moment. I can still think about the past or think about the future, but I'm grounded and aware that I'm in the present moment and doing so. So, yeah. Sounds easy, right? But sometimes hard. So, we practice. We practice so that it's easier and easier and easier. It's like learning a new language, or learning an instrument or a sport. The more we do it, the better we become. Yeah? So let's sit. It's time to sit. So I'm going to mark the beginning and the end of our meditation session with 3 bells. So we can let that sound and vibration call us into this room, call us into our bodies and all the sensations and emotions and reactions that are occurring, and bring us into this practice together. So take a few deep breaths into your lower belly. You want to feel your navel move out when you breathe in, not your shoulders go up, but your belly moving out. Conscious of the sensations surrounding the breath, the breathing. You can feel the movement of your body. Aware of the cool sensation as the air moves in, and the warmer sensation when it departs. So remember, it doesn't do us any good to hold on or push away. We just let that breath come and go and come and go. Just relaxing and releasing. I'd like you to focus on your inhalation. And then with each exhalation, relax and release. Taking your foot off the gas pedal, your hands off the wheel. Just coast. You're safe and sound and have everything that you need in this moment. So relax. Everything's here. We're all here, interconnected inseparably. Staying in this present moment, feeling the boundless, groundless wholeness and completeness of this moment. Our attentive awareness making all the difference. Remember, it's not how many times you get distracted that matters, but how many times you come back. Retraining ourselves to come back to this very moment. So just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Thanks everybody for sitting. I hope you found a little bit of peace. Shanti means peace. We want peace for everyone. And for us to do that, it means applying a little bit of patience towards ourselves first. When we learn a little patience for ourselves, it's easy for us to understand and be patient with others. So we start there. A little present moment, attentive presence, and together we persevere through all of this and through each moment together. We're all inseparably interconnected, whether we are physically close or not. We are all in the same thing together. So know that we're all having a virtual hug, or whatever that might be. And I'm glad that you're here with me. Tomorrow night, which is Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central Time, is our chant night. So typically we're in the beautiful Chinese temple at the Nelson Atkins Museum, where I've been once a month for 7 years, with a few snow days, and a few days that I let other people chant instead of me as well. So I didn't want to not chant together, so we're going to chant through this platform. So we'll be on Facebook, we'll be on YouTube, and we'll be on Twitter. So I hope you can come and chant with me, and if you've not chanted before, it's a cool experience. I'll guide you all through it and let you know what's up with it and what we're actually trying to accomplish, and maybe some of the tips and tricks that I use with it. I've been chanting for a very long time, and it's part of my practice. So I have this sitting silence practice, and then I have a noisy practice that's my doing practice. So it's a good balance for me to have both. So explore it a little with me. We'll do a little Tibetan, we'll do a little Chinese, and have a little fun. So a little Sanskrit in between. So it's good. So if you haven't done it before, come do it with me in the privacy of your own home. It's not too much about singing, unless you like to sing like me, and I kind of let it loose. So come and hang out. So until tomorrow, we'll do this tomorrow at 2:30 Central as well, and then we'll have the chant night tomorrow night. So have a happy day. Go outside, get some vitamin D, do some weeding in your gardens, or just take a walk, and have a great day.